Before Ethan and Emily could make sense of anything, the voices of children echoed through the room. Both of them started searching the room. Where were the voices coming from? In the process, Ethan accidentally bumped into an old bookshelf. To their surprise, it opened like a door, revealing a secret room. Neither of them had the courage to peek inside, but suddenly, some children from the secret room called their names. The terrified siblings slowly stepped inside. It was very dark and nothing was visible. Then, a faint white light appeared from the far side of the room. The children's voices grew louder, as if many were crying in pain, trying to say something. When they reached the far end of the room, their fear increased. At the center lay a pile of skulls, and next to it were books about black magic. The walls were covered with disturbing drawings, depicting a strange creature with long, sharp claws and teeth. It was clear that black magic was being practiced there. As they stared at the drawings, the children's cries turned into screams, as if many children were shouting together, "Run! Get out of here!" Ethan and Emily quickly ran out of the room. The sun was beginning to set. Darkness was approaching. Ethan and Emily realized that the people they were living with were not their grandparents, and these beings were extremely dangerous. They decided to escape before these creatures returned. They hurriedly descended from the first floor and reached the front door of the house. For some unknown reason, the door wouldn't open. They moved toward the back gate. Suddenly, a strange sound came from the kitchen. When they peeked inside, their breaths caught. Under the kitchen sink, the two beings, resembling their grandparents, were eating like animals. The same red pot was next to them. Their faces were covered in blood, and they had long, yellow animal-like teeth. Their fingernails were long, black and sharp, exactly like the drawings in the secret room. The scene was horrifying. They were growling like animals. Then the grandma's head suddenly turned toward them. Her eyes were completely white, leaving only deep black sockets. She made a growling sound like an enraged beast. Seeing this, Ethan and Emily ran out as fast as they could through the back door. The swing in the yard shook violently, and the air smelled of blood. They didn't dare look back, but they knew the creatures were chasing them. The sounds of crawling paws and growls grew louder behind them. The children were terrified and didn't know where to run. They only knew they had to get far away. As they ran, they reached a house and entered without thinking. They didn't look back even once. Once they were inside, the siblings hugged each other and cried. In the corner of the house, an old man was sitting. Seeing how scared they were, he approached and asked, "What are you two doing out here in the middle of the forest at this hour?" Then, growling sounds came from outside. Unafraid, the old man closed the heavy doors and led the children into an inner room. He connected a landline to make a call and then came back to them. There, he told them that they were safe now. He asked them how they had encountered these monsters. Emily couldn't speak. Ethan tearfully recounted everything to the man. After hearing their full story, the old man explained seriously that these beings were not their grandparents, but Samuel and Susan. Samuel and Susan had lived in a nearby small village many years ago. They had always wanted children, but despite many attempts, Susan could not have a child. When doctors failed to help, they resorted to black magic. The last time they were seen, they were performing a strange ritual in this forest. Later they disappeared. Years later, they reappeared in this terrifying form. They were neither human nor animal, neither dead nor alive. They had the power to take on anyone's form. They favored children, so they would kill others and live with children in their place. If children sensed anything strange or tried to escape, they would kill them and keep their heads. Ethan and Emily realized that the skulls they had seen belonged to these people. Tears streamed down their faces uncontrollably. Then, they noticed the creatures standing at the window behind the old man. Their teeth gleamed, and they scratched the glass with their long nails, growling angrily, their mouths covered in blood. The old man gently calmed them. "Don't be scared. The creatures can't step inside. This house is sealed and protected by powerful spells." He assured them that the police had been called and would arrive soon. By the time the police arrived, the growling stopped. Ethan and Emily returned with the police to their grandparents' house, where all the dead bodies and skeletons were found. Their parents were called. They had no physical injuries, but the trauma had left them deeply shaken. Friends, if you enjoyed this story, subscribe to my channel Horror Echoz now and keep watching true horror stories.